What's up, y'all? It's the Wade Empire. I don't normally get on YouTube and make videos, but I figured I'd make a video about all the questions that people normally ask me. Like, when did you start? What did you do beforehand? What's your favorite things to do? So I figured I'd take the time and make a a longer form video, post it on YouTube, show my YouTube some love. So here it is. Some things you want to know about the Wade Empire. So number one, when did I start? I get this question a lot through messages and DMs and things like that. I actually started posting on social media back in late 2017, early 2018. I posted my first Instagram meme. It was terrible, but I kept going, and here I am today, obviously. But before then, I was just procrastinating getting into the social media game. Twitter had just came out. Vine was getting, Twitter was out. Vine was just coming out and getting big. And I actually saw the value of creators creating content and memes, and they were getting famous and getting known. I was seeing a lot of funny memes. I'm like, I can do that. I can make that same type of content. I have my own little funny, bug inside of me, things like that. So I planned on doing it, and I started it a little bit with Twitter, and then I stopped, and I started it, and then I stopped. I was in college too, so I was a little busy, but I didn't really officially get into it until late 2017. And I told myself, it doesn't matter how good the videos are, how good the memes are, just keep posting. So I can develop a routine and develop a habit. And I pushed myself to keep going, and here I am today, right? So another question I get is why office videos? Why do I post corporate memes and relatable things in relations to work? Was because when I graduated from college and I started my regular 9 to 5, I didn't really have time to shoot any other content. I wanted to shoot when I was at work, and I did shoot at work occasionally, much to my boss's disapproval once they found out. But that was just really the only time that I had to shoot content. When I got home, I didn't shoot anything. I didn't really shoot anything over the weekend. I was in the mood to shoot during work, and I would always have a suit on during work, so I would shoot things that you would I would shoot things that would require me to have a suit. So if I have a suit on, most of the time it would be work videos or something in relation to having a suit. And it stuck. It stuck, and I just kept going, and I knew people were saying, "Hey, you got to have some sort of a niche, some sort of a way to stand out." And me wearing a suit, shooting office videos, office comedy was my way to stand out and to be carving my own lane. I'm not saying the only one, but it was my way to do it. So what are my goals? My goals, I kind of break them down into short-term goals by the end of the year, and then long-term goals, and then overall goal. I think when I first started, my overall goal was just to be this big social media popular guy entity, the ones that you see everywhere, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, but you also see them on TV doing their thing. So that I think that's still an overall goal for me, is just to be this big social media star and get famous, quote unquote. But I do want to utilize that to get into other areas of maybe acting or creative writing, like writing scripts for movies, or like someone said, writing for SNL or writing for TV shows, things like that. I want to use my social media platform to help me push me further into that entertainment space per se. But right now my short-term goals is just hitting a specific follower count, continuing to create relatable videos that people like, that people can share, and continuing to, I guess, perfect my craft and taking everything one step at a time, one day at a time. So as of right now, I got 223,000 followers on Instagram. The goal by the end of the year is about 300,000. I might make that one. It'll be a little tough just based on how things have been going. I got about 650,000 followers on TikTok. My goal for the end of the year was about 800,000. And I'm pretty confident that I should be able to hit that. So those are my short-term goals. Long-term goals is just to continue to be that social media guy and hopefully use my talents on social media to propel me into doing TV and movies and creative writing, acting, whatever. Obviously making money, but whatever it may push me, I'm cool with it either way. Why don't y'all tell me I had a stain on my shirt? Look, let me just cover that up. Yeah, let me cover that up. Yeah, y'all didn't see that. Favorite things to do. If you haven't noticed, my favorite thing to do is to be on social media 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I get paid to do so. Favorite sport is basketball. LeBron James is probably, I'm probably the biggest LeBron James fan you'll ever meet. That's my dude. That's my guy. I like playing football. I like running track. I'll play any sport, but my overall favorite sport is basketball. Favorite movie? Favorite movie is Jurassic Park. Favorite movie is definitely Jurassic Park. That's my number one. I would say 1A or close to number one would be The Dark Knight. So those are my two favorite movies of all time. When I saw the movie Jurassic Park as a kid, I wanted to be a dinosaur for the longest time. I wanted to be an archaeologist. I wanted to be a paleontologist. The impact the movie had on me as a kid was so great. That's essentially why it was my favorite movie. And then fast forward maybe 10, 15 years later, The Dark Knight comes out and Batman's my favorite superhero. The Joker is my favorite supervillain. So this is a newer version of that. My two favorite entities in comic books, right? And it just blew me away. And Jurassic Park and The Dark Knight, by far my favorite movies of all time. So favorite TV show is a little tough for me because I can't just choose one TV show. I have to break it down by like genre or cartoon. So like my favorite cartoon of all time is Rugrats. My favorite adult cartoon of all time is Family Guy. Big fan of old school Nickelodeon. That's what I grew up on. Big fan of Family Guy. Favorite TV show as far as like sitcoms go, I gotta go with Martin, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and The Cosby Show. Those are my top three favorite sitcom shows of all time. I'm a big fan of The Walking Dead. I know Walking Dead's like on its 11th season, so a lot of people dropped off after season 7 and 8. I'm a loyal fan, so that would probably be my favorite TV show in terms of like TV drama. That's not a sitcom or not a cartoon. So I'm a well-faceted individual. The stand-up question I get a lot as well. Since I post funny videos, people always assume that I do stand-up or I'm going to do stand-up. I've never really given it much thought outside of whenever someone asks me if I'm going to do stand-up. Stand-up is a whole different ball game than posting videos online, because when you post videos online, you can edit, stop, reshoot. But when you do stand-up, outside of preparing what you're going to say, you're kind of there, you're in there. And stand-up requires a lot more respect than it does. It's not as easy as it looks or as it sounds, especially for newcomers. But I've always told people I don't plan on doing stand-up unless there was a situation where the money was right or someone asked me to do stand-up and I saw a benefit to me outside of just doing it to do it. I love watching stand-up, and I don't have any issues with standing in front of the public. I can do public speaking, no problem. But I just don't know I would be very good at actually doing stand-up comedy. But then again, all it takes is that one time to get some practice and you develop those habits, and I may be good at it. You never know. So that's just a little bit about me. I know it's a long video, and there's not very many action-packed, funny sequences in it, but it's some good information about me if you were ever interested in learning about me and what makes me me for the most part. I do plan on doing a part 2 and doing a little bit more on YouTube. I need to show my YouTube more love, so this is my first of many YouTube videos, so bear with me. I do have one more question that I normally get that I'll talk about. But yeah, I appreciate y'all time, and make sure you guys go follow me. Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, the whole everything. go follow your boy. All right, so the number one question that I get from everybody from the time that I started until now is, where do you actually work? And I can see where you guys want to ask that question. I shoot office videos in the office environments in different places. Some people think I don't have a job. Some people think I do have a job and I'm just posting whenever I feel like it. I've been keeping it under wraps for the most part, but if you guys really want to know what I do for a living, what my 9-to-5 job is, I'll just go ahead and tell you guys that it's